NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from San Antonio. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Now Murray off play action. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there for the Dolphins.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Buying time to his left. Murray has the first down and more. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Man open left side is Brown. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. To throw is Murray. They'll roll him out right. And Brown's got it for a Dolphins touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Dolphins are on the board here first in the season opener. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And the San Antonio first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Jones. And this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Mitchell. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20. And touchdown. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
But there is a certainty in this game. We know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away.
And now off to the races, down the right side. 30, 10, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks...
He's got it! Touchdown, Dolphins! Robbie Anderson there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And there will not be a return. Here, it's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Right back to him on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Throwing, Jones. Out to his left. This is Smith with a grab. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 102 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Mike 16, Mike 16. Don't get nervous. Hey, check Mike 16, check Mike 16. You must. 19 side.
Back to throw. Jones. And this is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They run the counter. Mitchell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They come up short here on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Give them a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Murray going to throw. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Well, this defense was victimized earlier in this opening quarter. This time, a measure of revenge.
Well, they always tell defenses you have to have a short memory. But I also think it helps if you remember what happens to you before, and now you're able to flip it around. They didn't want to show weakness and let this offense think they could do whatever they want. And they turned things around in that case and picked one off themselves.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 16.
Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Out left to Anderson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Rolling to his right. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the 1st down and then slides to the ground. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Mitchell. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 13-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Here's Jones. Throwing on 4th down. Touchdown! Jonnu Smith from 13 yards out. And the Dreadnoughts have got it back to within a score. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Flushed out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback here. Right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Jones throwing on 1st down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, he pulled it in. And all the way in for the touchdown. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On 1st down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Murray. That's caught right side by Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Murray now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Play fake. Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. It's complete to Brown, right side. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. On 3rd down, it's Bird. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. From the gun, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Josh Reynolds in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Gano the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Breaks a tackle. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Jones. This is intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Get ready! Get ready!
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Number 16's coming. Check mark. Check mark.
Now Jones on third down. Jones hit in the ball zone. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And He knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. On the move to his left. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. On now the Miami field goal unit. And Gano's kick is right through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step, because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. And they rattle off a big one. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Mitchell. He's to the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Mitchell. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Looking to throw. Jones steps away to his left. And it's caught. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dreadnoughts have cut it back within a score. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that end. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell. And a short gain here down to the 22. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, Jones. Throw caught there by Osborne. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Back now in San Antonio. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. McPherson's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the 4th. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray dancing to his left. This one caught by Ridley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. There's some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And it's complete right back to Ridley. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Here's a throw out line to Anderson. And some room to work. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Throwing now is Murray. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the 1st down and then slides to the ground. On 2nd and very short. Murray. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Henderson. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Jones launching one for Henderson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. And what a big-time play there. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
On 1st down, Mitchell. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Dolphins' 11-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Jones. Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Back to throw it. Murray. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw forward.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Dolphins are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Throw caught here by Bird. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. Here's Murray from midfield. And he fires one, but incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll roll him out right. Open man is Anderson. And he's got this down to the 35. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Rolling to his right. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Marquise Brown. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it, this is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have... And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 14. They will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Gano for the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Makes the score Dolphins 60, Dreadnoughts 31.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Mitchell. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them.